To my channel, and today I'm going to be covering some Saw 10, I guess you want to call it, news, because they're about 3 weeks into filming. We haven't got like an official title or timeline, but I wrote down a list on my phone of like some theories, and it will kind of be going through different timeline aspects too, because like there's been a few rumors out there that it could involve a certain somebody who I'll get into like in a few minutes or so. I believe he's actually like number 1 on my list. But yeah. We've got like a new set photo of Saw 10, and I thought that one was a little bit too gruesome like, so like why not just stick with like the Tiddler Saw thing, or maybe I'll change it to like the puppet one day, like the Billy the Puppet thing. This guy right here. But he may be like too creepy for a few people or something. And like sort of like sounds or seems like it's like incredibly windy over here as well. It's like 0 degrees snow and off and on, so maybe I'll redo this one of these days, just like a quick one on my phone without pictures or whatever. But so here it goes. I'll try to give you guys a brief description of what the picture looked like, even though there wasn't really much, because, like, the picture/video footage from what I saw was kind of blurred out. So if you guys are fans of the series Saw, at, like, the beginning, okay, there is a bathroom, the famous bathroom scene. I forget which scary movie, like one of those parody ones, but there was the Saw one with Dr. Phil and somebody else in the bathroom. But yeah, if you guys are horror fans, you guys will remember the bathroom scene. Okay, it had a heart made out of either blood or like poop or something on like the toilet seat, and it's like this. In this picture, it's like nowhere on here, just like in case. But in the picture/video thingy, it's tough to tell if it is. Like, we know that probably is that bathroom, but it's like, who is the character? Who is this, like, before or after the Carrie Elwes, Dr. Lawrence Gordon, Lee Whannell, I believe, Adams Stanley, or is this after somebody that I'm going to get up to in a few seconds or slash Detective Mark Hoffman, played by my boy Costas I. So, without further ado, guys, and if you guys are Saw fans as well, I would love to hear any of your guys' predictions thingies. I've written Instagram account dedicated to the guy that plays Mark Hoffman named Heavenly Costas, and I'll probably post like this link later to it, like Saw 10 prediction thingies. But yeah. So my first prediction is what me and some of the fans want to see. Where Bobby Dagan, like, whatever happened to Bobby Dagan, played by Sean Patrick Flannery, Costas Mandylor, a.k.a. this guy, Detective Mark Hoffman, and this character named Eleanor, who I believe was in the series, in the movie Jigsaw. Now, guys, a little bit of a disclaimer here. It's been a while since I've seen Jigsaw, but her character disappeared. But it's like, who took her? Was it Detective Hoffman? Because last time we saw him was in this movie, Saw 7. But here's the kicker. Bobby Dagan, and them aren't mentioned in Saw 8 called Jigsaw, which is like 3 years or something after the event of Saw 7. But it's also a prequel in a way, like shows kind of the beginning of Saw before the events of the movie, like couple of weeks or something beforehand, and then yeah, right. So it's like, where did Detective Mark Hoffman go if he survived? Because the detective Halloran in Jigsaw, you would have thought, right, that he would have asked Detective Hoffman right here, or Bobby Dagan, if he's around, I mean, if Bobby's around too, of like if they know anybody or know anything about the current Jigsaw game, right? Unless Bobby Dagan, he was a successful, I believe, book author who made up a lie saying that he was in the trap, right? And it's like this. He probably had the money to like change his name, like change either Bobby's name or Mark Hoffman's name. Right. Maybe they're gonna go after Carrie Elvis's Lawrence Gordon because we don't see. I gotta rewatch Jigsaw, like probably after this or something. Especially like with the fact I don't remember it ever mentioned Lawrence. Did it? Did it not? But yeah, I want to see like what happened to any of these characters. I mean, I'm a huge Costas Mandylor fan. I'll admit right here. I also think that his brother Lewis is attractive. Oh God, help me. Like Detective Hoffman's this guy right here, and like Lewis is like my phone wallpaper picture thingy. And I'm gonna die of embarrassment now. Thanks. But yeah. Speaking of the Dr. Lawrence thing, like I said towards the beginning of this video, we don't know the timeline of Saw 10. Like, it looks like it could be a prequel. Because, hold up. Because Tobin Bell is back as John Kramer. So it most likely is a prequel because he's dead, like a flashback thingy because he's dead in Saw 3. Right. There's also a little kid who some people think could be Schneck, I believe, Schneek from Spiral, which is between 2 and 3, I believe, of Saw in the Saw movies, but it's called Spiral from the Book of Saw, I believe. And it's like this. When is the timeline of this movie? Like, who's alive then? Because, like, if it's between 3 and 4, which it obviously isn't, unless it's, like, a prequel thingy, like Spiral and kind of like Jigsaw were, then John would be alive. The, Shawnee Smith, I believe her name is, as Amanda Young would be alive. Jill Tuck, John's ex-wife, would be alive. Maybe Hoffman. I mean, they could DH Costas or something. Unless they wanted to, like, add makeup and prosthetics to him. They probably would have to, especially, like, if he ever did somehow get out of the trap. There's a picture of him in the trap down here. Like, I'm not going to show it because it kind of is a little bit graphic. Like, there's, I believe that's Adam in the corner right there. I have to rewatch, like, Saw 7, apparently. Yeah, probably. Right before Carrie always puts him in this one. Which reminds me also, Amanda Young. Is she going to be in this? Especially if you think about John. And, like, more characters from Jigsaw. Like I said, I'm probably going to rewatch this after this movie, after this is over, and, like, drink my iced cappuccino and stuff, which I almost just knocked over in case you're... But I wonder if anybody else survived. Like, I'm trying to remember what happened to the character of Logan Nelson, I believe. Because, like, he's not mentioned in Saw. Unless he is, but, like, not by name. Like, I think he gave, like, the pen light or whatever to Zepp, probably, to pin Lawrence Gooden on what happened to Amanda at the beginning of Saw 1. I always thought that was Hoffman, though. Just because there is flashbacks in, like, Saw 5 or 6. I believe 5 of Hoffman helping John, like, testing out traps that you would see in Saw 2. And then in Saw 4, he's mentioned of a second accomplice helping Amanda Young with one of the characters named Detective Carey. Speaking of Saw 2, right before I finish this, two things. So there's these two characters named Daniel Matthews, and I forget Bennett or something Denelin. Okay. They are two Jigsaw survivors, and they weren't in the survival group of Saw 7. So it's like, whatever happened to them too? I mean, if you guys have seen or caught up with the hit series Cobra Kai, some people think that the newest kind of villain named Kim Da-eun is going to help out John Kreese, because John Kreese kind of helped Kim out when she was a little kid, and then this is like the future thingy. So it's like, what if Lynn and Jeff's daughter helped Detective Hoffman, or Hoffman, whatever, because he's not a detective right now unless he can somehow go like undercover as one. Be like, I used to be a cop or something. And it'd be like, my wife died or whatever when it was his like sister. But yeah. Also guys, I think she's one of my chat mods in here, my friend Anson. We have created a horror YouTube channel called Mystery of Killings, I believe it's called. And it's going to be like a true crime type thing. Maybe I'll even cover like horror kind of movie news or whatever there as well, if you guys want to go. The link will probably be in the description when I upload this. If not, maybe the next one, whatever it is, trailer reaction, whatever. Because apparently we got some like Mandalorian season 3 a trailer, but I don't know like when it will be officially like shown, because like we got something at Celebration, and yeah, and I do not want to get copyrighted exactly yet. I think I have like one strike on either here or one of my other previous channels. But yeah, feel free to go subscribe to that one as well, guys. The Mystery of the Killings one, which I'll link whenever. Where I'll be also like doing reactions about like Mr. Ballin, who's a famous like true crime kind of YouTuber, tells it in like his own story kind of format and stuff. And like Mr. Nightmare and a bunch of other people. And maybe even like I'll open up some kind of like a forum thing, and then you guys can like, or like put my like Gmail or something, and then you guys can drop any true crime or whatever, even like unsolved kind of things, and then boom, I'll like look up whatever I can about them like in a separate tab like this kind of thingy, and then yeah, type in whatever, see whatever I can find, and then like I'll break it down for you guys. But yeah guys, so that will be me over and out.